Hey kids. Everyone else is putting out videos, so maybe I'll give it a shot too. Been kind of quiet lately. It's been a combination of having a really nasty cold, a little bit of vanilla burnout. Not a lot, just been playing a couple other different FTP packs just to try out. I do want to get back into multiplayer FTP just because it's a lot of fun. Also had a slight issue with my inborn and well-developed talent towards procrastination. That might have been the biggest problem. But I just gotta get something done, right? So we're here at the hub. I think if you watched anyone else's videos, you've seen most of the work that's been going on. Let's get down here. I wanted something to put lights on the floor, because obviously we can't hang lights. Yeah, I don't want to hang lights randomly in the air. I don't think that looks very good. That's just me. The lights on the floor, a slight problem with that is that the top of a redstone lamp counts as spawning area. So this was the next best idea. Nice non-transparent or non-opaque block that still lets the light through. Everyone seems to like it, and I'm fine with that. Plus it adds, I started going with the black glass up here, mostly because it tied in a little bit with the really dark on the portal. And it hit me that maybe I should give it a try down here. And it works. I think it works pretty cool. Right? Got to break the floor up with, I got half slabs. We're pretty much committed, in case you haven't noticed, committed to quartz and nether brick. So, gotta use what we've locked ourselves into, right? I got this band here. Was trying something out. I'm not gonna get up there, am I? I got a slab on top of this crafting bench. Otherwise, it's a gas spawning space. This band I'm gonna have to break up. Otherwise it's a big solid band all the way around, and I don't want that. Like, yes, I want something that kind of delineates the top from the bottom, but I think the giant gaping hole does that all on its own, don't you? So, speaking of holes, I'm going to work on one of the corners here just to show you the aggravation I have to go through to do this. And this doesn't account the gas-induced headaches I've been getting out of it. Now, one little problem I am going to have to address in the very near future is, you see this? This here. Let's break out our bow. This. It's down here. To the open nether. This has been the path to the open nether for the longest time. A slight problem, I intend to decommission this hole at some point. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a path out this way. Let me get some blocks on the bar. Slight problem. Here's what we face. That's going to be kind of interesting. Because way down there is our blaze farm. It's not even really a blaze farm. It's just, you haven't done a damn thing with it. I'd like to. Because you blaze rods are something you need for a few things. You don't need them for as much as I would like. I want to build a blaze farm because I play a bunch of FTB. And if you use ender storage, you need stacks and stacks of blaze rods to build all the stuff you need to move things around. In vanilla, however, you're making strength potions, or maybe fire resistance potions. Fire resistance potions which you're making so you can go get more blaze rods. Makes sense, right? Doesn't? Shut up. Or you're cooking stuff with them. And well, yeah, they're a renewable fuel source. If you haven't got something set up to harvest them easily, you might as well just burn coal. You really should just burn coal. And burning blaze rods as fuel requires a ton of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do one of these that having the gas drive me up the wall to show you that this isn't as easy as I would like it to be. So you notice it's sunken before, right? So, oh, and Ginger dug out this whole bottom section for us. He needed a ton of nether brick. He was nice enough to do it. He ran... Put that back. He ran half slabs across it, so it wouldn't spawn ghasts. This here is built up because I needed to figure out where the 4 was. Right now... chug, but. Hang on, I gotta shut a couple of things off here. Yeah, shutting off steam tends to really help out my my performance, which is odd. I'm running a computer with 16 gigs of RAM and it chokes out because of stuff like steam. Go figure. What was that? Oh yeah, complaining about this. So we had a set of 4. This is Spaz Camel, I'm pretty sure. This is his... Yeah, this is his portal. And we needed to put down a floor so he would know where to build to. Right? Same thing we got over here. This is the new tunnel to the stronghold. We used to use birdies, but you know, if we want to decorate it at all, the slight problem is that we're building off of someone else's tunnel, and if what a guy wants to do doesn't agree with what the owner of the tunnel wants to do, well, yeah. So birdie can, we leave, you know, oh, I'm falling in every hole in here. We also have somewhere around here. There we are. That's a JLhoman. He's I think he's found where he wants to stay. What I found odd is that we're coming up on the 1.8 update, which is include a whole bunch of new stone. And he ran out and explored a bunch of new territory, which could have been full of all that new stone. Could have, you know, could have, but whatever. So, bring it back over here. So the first thing I have to do is remind myself how I did this. So this comes off of here. Right, so we want to come out. One or two, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here. And we have to cut all this up. And you'll notice underneath it is netherrack. Not only underneath it is netherrack, somewhere around here the floor is about 2 blocks thick. And as you all know, ghasts aren't terribly polite creatures. They have a tendency to just hurl fireballs all over the place, cause explosions. And quartz has about as much blast resistance as, you know, cardboard. Well, no, not slightly more than cardboard. Corrugated cardboard. But since we don't want this getting all blowed up by ghasts, this is going to require that I put in a bit of subflooring. So first off, I got to get rid of all these slabs because they're going to make things difficult to build on. And then I got to carve out a space right size for what I want to do. Come off of here, right? 2, 3. Right, yep. I think. Let me check. Okay, so back to where we were. We're actually using more quartz than you'd think, because the glass is going to go here, right? Glass is going to go in along here, so all this has got to be quartz. And I should have not covered that up. Any of this exposed stuff, I can deal with. Some of this is going to be nether brick, but I've gone and forgotten what. Don't blame me. I'm sick. Here's the corners. Here, yeah, you can see right there how thin the ceiling is. And on top of that, I think I've just realized that I have screwed up. I have to drop this entire thing down one more. Yep, I did. Because this here is going to be... fudge. Another layer of quartz. Let's take all this out. I have to take out this. I gotta be careful because this old roughneck is efficiency 5 and will blow through things a lot sooner than I would like them to. So, let's get this. More cobble. I think Ginger is the source of pretty much all of this cobble, actually. Out of his shop, which I do decorate on occasion. In a playful way, because he's a friend, and he thinks it's funny. And having said that, maybe now he won't kai quite so much about the fact I do it. Let's get all of this out of here again. Because the last thing we need is for someone to be walking along. Oh, really? Do this to me? Walking along under that underhang down there. Gets shot at. And then suddenly holes. Holes everywhere. Holes which could result in more damage. Something I'm not looking forward to fixing. Because this stuff, I just spent about 3 hours, somewhat hopelessly lost in the Nether, finding 10 stacks of this stuff, break it all up with a fortune pick. Why are you like that? Of course I'm not. Rubble. But, and on top of that I have to change this again because I think I'm off by a hair. Over here. Down 1 and 2. What did I do wrong? Two, 1, then 2. I think I might have gone 1 too far back. Let's find out. Yep, I went 1 too far back. I think. Let's check here. So this wants to be... This is why I don't do stuff on camera, kids. Here's how much hemming and hawing all this managed to require. Yep, I've done something wrong here. I wonder what. What did I do wrong? I gotta figure it out. I gotta fill my inventory with stuff again anyway. Okay, I figured it out. I miscounted something. I was counting from here. How many blocks I had to go that way. This block wasn't in yet and it was screwing me up. So right now I got this bathtub looking depression in the floor. And to give us our lights, we have some glowstone lamps. 1, 2, over here. 4. Number 3. Oh, in line with that. Okay, shouldn't be too hard. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. From, like I said, this is why I don't do this stuff on camera. Gotta sit here and make sure I memorize this stuff. 1, 2, 3, there. would use redstone blocks, but I'm a cheap bastard. Where does this go? This will spawn pigment. I don't want to see it here. Go way back up. You get a lamp. You get a block. And then repeat over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yep. So we'll put you there. And because you should never ever dig straight down, especially in the Nether. Unless you want to die and lose all of your stuff. Get that and get that. And then over here should be you. Like so. And down, and that was a piece of cobble I think I just put in. That. And back up. And there's our bathtub. Next step is... Notice we got a little nether brick running through here. This was to... I had to break it up somehow. And I might still... I thought about breaking it up here. Maybe running 1, 2, 3 blocks like that. But... don't think that would look good. I don't think it would. This here should be nice and easy. So that's, that's something I'm going to hit the pause button and then show you when it's finished. And through the magic of the pause button, we're all done there. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Glass. That's exactly where I wanted you. Someday I'm going to figure out why Bandicam lags me out so much. Get these all in here. This does darken it up a bit, but not so much. Rumble. But not so much. It's a transparent block, right? So all it really does is it lowers the light level by like 1. But what it does is make sure nothing is spawn here. And that the floor is nice and bright. So there we go. Also adds a whole other element of depth to it. My original plan here looks something like this. Like these floating islands. No, not like that. Like this. Kind of like that. Then you could see under them. As you walked along, you got a slightly different view of what was underneath them. But walking along, it's like bump. Bump. Didn't like it. So, straight to glass. So this cleaned up here. And then, I just got that back corner to finish, and hopefully, provided I don't go too long, we're going to figure out what to do here. In between. Not up there. That's a whole other ball of wax. I chose to leave these open because I wanted all the open space creates an illusion of even more space, right? Like I could have left this closed up. It actually would have been easier to leave it closed up because then I could have brought an arch up the bottom of this to here, which I did think about doing, right? That would have been pretty dang easy, right? This would just arch straight from here, slight jog one back like that, or I would just move this over sideways and just be a straight arch up, right? Just give you a moment to try to imagine that. Yeah, I'm using my pointer, but you can't tell. So this would have come up gracefully to there. And it would have definitely given it a more structurally sound look. 1, we're in a video game. 2, we're in an alternate dimension in a video game where I think we can suspend our disbelief when it comes to the laws of physics and load-bearing structures. Also, a situation where I do this, it floats, and it doesn't care. So yeah, we can stretch our imagination a little further here. So like I said, just give me a moment to finish that corner over there, and we'll do a bit of transition in between. Another one of our little tricks here for the light in the corner. Got a piece of glowstone here, but if I put a slab here, well, that you can't see. Leave it like that, and that's a spawning space. Granted, it's just pigmen. Not too worried about pigmen, but you know, there's a certain bit of completion that comes with building something nothing's going to spawn in. Where the hell? Wherever you are, you're going to stay there. So, we'll put this, and that, and this. And again, if I tried to put a slab here, you notice how the light level drops? Because we've cut the block off. Bring it back, it's nice and bright. So get up here. I really should be putting a subfloor there, shouldn't I? We are kind of close to that overhang, so let's do that. A little bit of strengthening. I know when it comes to big aesthetics builds, the whole the philosophy is when in doubt, cheap out, because you need to save all the resources you can, especially in creating gotta grab a glowstone for that. Fortunately, we've got a bunch. Back up here. Ooh. See, we're good on a few. Hey, where'd all the glowstone go? Did I leave it down on the floor? Add a bunch. Did I put it in here? There it is. A little while ago, me and Scully spent like, I don't know, an hour-ish in the Nether. Just looking for stuff. And we came back with a ton of glowstone. You want it over here. You want to be a full block. Full block, full block, full block. Then... okay, that's safe. Walk in a bunch of that. Up. Upgrade you to a full block. Yep, look at that. So it's going to be there. And then that one. You see how quickly we start going through materials, eh? I don't know what I hit down there. Is that a glass? Not a glass. Nuts. Fortunately, we know what's beneath us. So that doesn't seem quite as bad an idea as it originally may have been. And I'll, yep, and there we are, light. So I'll just do this here, and then we'll get to playing over there. Yeah, over here in the corner, because I want this to not be too ugly. Eventually someone's going to wind up with this. This is all going to come out, but that doesn't mean that I can't put a little effort into making it look nice. Yeah, it picks up the corner quite nicely, doesn't it? So, over here we got to come up with an idea, don't we? First got to pull this nonsense out so I can figure out what I'm going to do. So guess who went and carved out a whole corner they weren't supposed to? That's right, me. Yep, went and dug all that out, realized I wasn't working over here. Stuff happens. And then while I was over here, where did he go? There was a chicken in here. I left over one of the Maybe a baby zombie pigman jockey. They're, yeah, go wander through the Nether, and they're all over the place. Just friggin' everywhere. Now, this was a big mishmash of everything. Two or three kinds of stuff, holes, you name it. So stuck the treatment in for this, that. These are things we can't move. What should I do with that? So these are stuff that has to be here because they're borders. They're important pieces. But yeah, I thought about using the glass, but someone's going to walk out. Granted, some poor schleb is going to walk out right into a pillar. Not much you can do about that. We could take 4 portals out of the hub, and then they wouldn't walk into them. But that limits our ability to be gracious hosts in the future, depending on if we get more people to join. And then in reality, it's not how many people are active on the server. Like, there's room for quite a lot of people, right? But you want to make sure that there's portals for everything. There are... I know that people want to build all kinds of funny stuff. And I know at some point, once 1.8 hits, everyone's going to run out and dig all new tunnels to new terrain. And I'm thinking that we should pick one of these middle tunnels and then just go really, really, really far and build maybe kind of like the Minecraft guys did for when all the was it 6.4? No, the 1.7 stuff where they got podzol and mazes and all this kind of stuff. I think we should pick one of these and just go really, really damn far, which will guarantee us all new terrain gen. I hope we won't have any problems with it like some of the last stuff we generated. Apparently I'm out of slabs. Grab a few more while I'm busy yapping away. We had some issues with the map file. I honestly don't know enough to really be any kind of authority on what was going on. It's I'm completely out of slabs. Make it double. You can stay there. Come on, like that. We had some problems. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not the guy to talk about it. Scully and Ginger are the guys that keep the thing running. And something happened that just, we wound up with a bunch of corrupt chunks. And a whole bunch of it was 1.7 terrain. I'd marked out a taiga with a bunch of... Let's do this. With a whole bunch of podzol that I intended to go back and collect. And then when I went to go back and check on it, it wasn't there. It was a hole. It was just stopped. It was a whole bunch of literally, like it was gone. It was an ocean biome now. Just a really deep ass ocean biome. I'm gonna fill this in. What kind of bites is you picked out little bits and pieces there with lapis, right? Almost said lupus, but hell, I'll say lupus anyway. Picked out a bunch of spots with lupus just for an extra bit of color, right? Can't do it on a floor. Lupus is a spawnable block without half slabs. Although spawnable or lapis slabs in vanilla, be awesome. Dinnerbone, I know you'll never ever watch any of my videos. Lapis and glass half slabs. Please. Please. And let us stack slabs. I'll be so happy. that's really plain. It's got a lot of big open spots, and I don't like. Let's try this. We don't want. We want it to be kind of busy. Like this whole place is busy. Busy as hell. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of really broad flat spots. And I don't want to come too far forward, because if someone builds a portal here, this might be where their rail terminates. And I think should I put something in here? I don't want to get too checkerboardy here. I don't want to get too checkerboardy. Let's try this. And then this. How's that? Okay from here? I think that's nicer. Yeah, we're getting into some pretty simple, geometric patterns here. But when you're working with slabs, you don't have a lot of options. I think that works. The back of the stairway does not help the situation at all. In the least. But at least when someone comes out, they got something pretty to look at. So here we are. We're what? Let's say 3/4 done the floor of the hut. No, go off, frig. Still got that to do. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get a look at how this looks from up top. Because the real judge of how this stuff looks like is how it looks from a distance. There. I mean, that ties in nicely, don't you think? It's a nice pattern. It's not predictable. I think is what I'm going to go with. It's not a predictable pattern. And this is the Nether. We can get away with not predictable. We'll just do it there, and there, and there, and then do that. And then do the walls. And a bunch of other stuff. But I think I ran a little long here. You listened to me babble a little too much. I'm going to let you guys go. And hopefully next time I'm in the mood to fall down and take half-heart damage, I will have something slightly more interesting to talk about. I'll see you guys later.